Reopen Maryland. You might have heard those words shouted by a couple hundred protesters at a rally today in Salisbury. That rally started in Frederick over across the western side of the state in their cars. Those protesters then made their way through parts of Baltimore and Annapolis before finally making their way down to Salisbury. Their goal, reopen parts of the state to save the economy. The protesters say they want the state to reevaluate what's deemed essential and non-essential. They say small businesses across the state especially are hurting, must be saved despite state-issued stay-at-home orders. Our Amy Lou was there today, who shows us more of what happened and what those protesters are demanding.
Cheers from the parking lot of the Salisbury Coles. Frustration fueling these protesters, few wearing masks and social distancing.
This is America today.
That's the least of their worries here.
Look at the data and understand it and say the risk is just not there.
Tim Waters says reopening the state now could save a crumbling economy overtaken by stay-at-home orders to stop the virus spread.
There's legitimate policy discussions, but we shouldn't shut down the entire economy for this.
They began on the Western Shore, driving down Route 50. Cars honking and flashing lights, eventually meeting at the Salisbury Mall. But police and mall security later turned them away.
Let common sense prevail now.
Leading to today's protest near the Hobby Lobby and Kohl's.
You deserve the right to be heard. In fact, you don't deserve it. It is your right to be heard.
Congressman Andy Harris reassured protesters that safe reopening could begin on the Eastern Shore.
I personally believe, as a physician, having looked at the data over the last 6 weeks, we can begin to safely reopen low-risk businesses.
He says the state should reevaluate its list of essential and non-essential businesses in areas of the state with fewer cases.
The federal government cannot bail out the entire American economy for another 2 months. It just can't. We don't have the ability to do it.
But some federal leaders disagree. Senator Ben Cardin says the curve is flattening, but, quote, this is a long process and it will take continued sacrifice from everyone as we look to reopen our states and country.
I'm leaving it to the governor.
Shoppers like Brenda Jerndon say they plan on following Governor Hogan's executive orders, staying aware and away from hotspots.
I might see that much and he might see that much. And he knows what he's saying. He's thinking about the constituents of Maryland. He's looking out for our welfare. But some people don't believe that, but I do.
But protesters today say they will continue to resist, demanding changes and priorities set straight to reopening Maryland.
And the protesters at this rally today say they're working on litigation as well as a GoFundMe page in order to get the state back up and running. For now, we are reporting in Salisbury. Amy Lou, WBOC News, Delmarva's news leader.